Good afternoon. Here is the news at 4. First, the highlights. Lagos State government warns developers, builders to desist from wetland encroachment. National Association of Telecommunications Subscribers calls for extension of deadline for NIN SIM linkage. On the foreign scene, about 5 people die in torrential storms in eastern Romania. And in sports, Arsenal striker Bukayo Saka expresses delight over Ballon d'Or award nomination. And now the details. I am Akan Usen. Lagos State government has warned developers and builders to desist from wetland encroachment as a private estate being developed on a wetland in Bagada was sealed up. Commissioner for the Environment and Water Resources, Tokunbo Wahab, made this call during an interview after an inspection tour to some enforcement sites and some ongoing project sites. Wahab said wetlands are natural habitations whose value cannot be replaced by money. As such, it is essential to do more to preserve nature and protect the wetlands from further encroachment, as it has recently been experienced in some parts of the state. He emphasized that wetlands across the state, such as places like Iju, Ejibo, Badagry, Ikorodu, Itoki, and many other, which have been encouraged upon for estate development without due consideration for environmental guidelines, will be reclaimed by the government. Special Advisor on Environment, Olakunle Rotimi Akodu, implored all residents of the state to desist from the acts of using refuse to reclaim wetlands or dumping of waste in drainage channels, adding that the joint efforts of the people with the government will curb the incidence of flooding to the barest minimum in the state. Lagos State government has announced the commencement of the e-collab system for managing truck movement within the Lekki-Ekpe Free Trade Zone from the 23rd of September 2024. Commissioner for Transportation Oluwaseun Oshiemi explained that the application of the e-collab system will help synchronize movement of trucks accessing the Lekki Deep Sea Port and other industries within that corridor, starting from the Eleko Junction to Lekki Free Trade Zone. Highlighting the state and federal government's plans on road network expansion and intermodal transport systems to streamline vehicular traffic and enhancing free movement in one of Lagos's most critical economic zones, Oshiemi opined that the e-call system will control the corridor. Also speaking on the development, the special advisor to the governor on transportation, Sholagiwa, who is saddled with the enforcement of the e-collab system, mentioned that an interim management has been put in place to decongest the roads through evacuation of all illegal tankers from the red zone by a joint task force of the state. Operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, have arrested an Oyo State-based businesswoman, Adewumi Dorcas, and an auto parts dealer, Arinze Ora, over attempts to export consignments of opioids and cocaine to London, United Kingdom, and Congo Brazzaville. Director of Media and Advocacy, NDLEA headquarters, Babafemi, who made this known in a statement, said a follow-up operation led to the arrest of the sender of the consignment by officers at the export shed of Murtala Muhammad International Airport, Lagos. Babafemi said a thorough search of the consignment revealed 924 bottles of codeine-based syrup hidden in cartons of foodstuff. And now to the rest of the stories. The National Association of Telecommunications Subscribers, NATCOMS, has appealed to the Nigerian Communications Commission, NCC, for an extension of the NIN SIM linkage deadline to September 30. National President of NATCOMS, Deolu Ogunbanjo, said the extension is needed due to the challenges with National Identity Management Commission's portal. Ogunbanjo noted that telecom operators at customer centers often struggled to upload information on the NIMC portal. Nigerian Communications Commission had set a deadline of September 14, 2024 for all mobile users to link their SIMs to their national identification numbers. The Southwest Legislative Reform Implementation Committee, SLRIC, has encouraged state governments in the region to create policies and partnerships that will attract investments and drive economic growth. The group charged the region to work towards creating an environment where businesses can thrive, providing jobs and prosperity for the people. In a communique of the SLRIC after its meeting held in Osun State, it stated that the future of the Southwest lies on unlocking the vast economic potential of the region. The lawmakers also called for more support for the Southwest Security Network Agency, also known as Amotekun Corps, to make the region safer. Advised stakeholders not to see the Amotekun Corps as a political tool in the hands of the politicians in the region. And now to foreign news. At least 5 people have been found dead in eastern Romania after torrential storms dumped unprecedented rain, leaving hundreds stranded in flooded areas. Romanian Environment Minister Mircea Fecet said in some of the badly flooded areas, more than 160 liters of rain fell per square meter, which he said is a rare occurrence. Department for Emergency Situations said rescue services scrambled to save people in the hard-hit eastern counties of Galați and Vaslui. The storms battered 19 localities in 8 countries in Romania, with strong winds drowning dozens of trees that damaged cars and blocked roads and traffic. In our sports, Arsenal attacker Bukayo Saka has expressed delight to have been nominated for this year's Ballon d'Or award. Speaking with the club's website, Saka said that he is happy that his efforts have been recognized. He noted that he always wants to be a player that has an important role in the team, either by scoring goals or making goals. The England international was listed among the top 30 players for the prestigious award. And just before we go, maintain adequate distance from the vehicle ahead of you to avoid collision. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms on X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. On YouTube, subscribe and watch us live on our channel, Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website on www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration constructed watchtowers with alarm bells and perimeter fences in model colleges? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government's website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Government has warned developers and builders to desist from wetland encroachment as a private estate being developed on a wetland in Bagada was sealed up. The National Association of Telecommunication Subscribers, NATCOMS, has appealed to the Nigerian Communications Commission, NCC, for an extension of the NIN SIM linkage deadline to September 30. We also told you that at least 5 people have been found dead in eastern Romania after torrential storms dumped unprecedented rains, leaving hundreds stranded in flooded areas. And in sports, Arsenal attacker Bukayo Saka has expressed delight to have been nominated for this year's Ballon d'Or awards. For contacts with the newsroom, please send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. And that ends the news broadcast compiled by Sadiq Yusuf. I am Akan Usen. Thanks for listening and please stay safe. Good afternoon. Happy Sunday.